Hello students, last class we are seeing about metals and non-metals classes. So we have seen some reactions of metals, that is how sodium reacts and all those we have seen. So now when calcium metal reacts, this is second reaction of metals. When calcium metal is dropped in water, that is reactions with water we have seen. When calcium metal is dropped in water, what will happen? These are the following observations that will happen. Okay, but we have to consider at room temperature. Room temperature is must. So what might happen? It sinks in water. So it produces bubbles of H2 by reacting with water. So what happens when calcium metal is dropped inside the water? So it initially sinks in water. Sinks in the sense mulugtada. Okay, it does not float on water. ನೀರಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ತೇಲುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾವುದು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ ಲೋಹ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಸಿಂಕ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ವಾಟರ್, ನೀರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಳುಗ್ತದೆ, and it reacts with water and it produces the bubbles of H2 by reacting with water. ಅದೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದ, ವಾಟರ್ ಕೂಡ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತವೆ, ಗುಳಿ ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಗುಳಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಬಬಲ್ಸ್, ಯು ನೋ. So those are H2. It means their hydrogen is releasing. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತದ, and it makes the solution milky in color. After sometimes what happens, that calcium which is reacting, so it makes the solution milky in color. That means the water solution becomes milky. The water becomes, then the water becomes hot, and it converts the red litmus to blue because it is base. It's a base solution, so it converts the red litmus to blue. So I hope you all are understanding. See, when calcium metal is dropped in water at room temperature, okay, so what happens, it sinks in water and it produces bubbles of H2 and with reacting water. And after that what happens, the solution that we have, which we have taken, in which calcium metal is dropped, that solution turns milky and the water becomes hot because heat is releasing, and this is a basic solution which converts the red litmus to blue litmus. See, all hydroxides are basics in nature. So calcium metal is reacting with water means it produces hydroxides, okay, or metallic oxides. Calcium metal is when reacts with water, it produces hydroxide only, but some other metals they produce even metal oxide. Okay, see, so this is the what we can say, reaction of calcium metal with water at room temperature. These things should be told properly. Okay, these things should be written properly when you are writing the answer. So here is the reaction. What is there? Ca plus H2O will become CaOH twice plus H2. Ca plus H2, that is calcium, is Ca means calcium. It's reacting with water. So what I am getting here, calcium hydroxide along with H2. H2, that is hydrogen. It is in the form of gas. So you should remember this. What happens? Calcium reacts with water, it produces calcium hydroxide along with the liberation of hydrogen gas. How do you know that? Bubbles of the hydrogen gas are produced. When calcium reacts with water, it sinks in water. Okay? When calcium reacts with water, it sinks in water, produces bubbles of hydrogen gas by reacting with water, makes the soil milky in color, the water becomes hot, and it converts the red litmus paper to blue litmus paper. Okay, so this is regarding reaction of calcium metal. Now if magnesium metals reacts with water, what will happen? See, whenever magnesium reacts with water or steam of water, H2O in the form of gas, that we can call it as steam. So when magnesium metal reacts with water, what will happen? So Mg plus H2O, it gives MgO plus H2. That means metal, magnesium plus water Magnesium oxide plus H2 gas. So what happens? Magnesium reacting with water, heat. This is important. This is called delta. Delta is nothing but heat. When you heat it little bit, okay. When you heat it little bit, it produces magnesium oxide along with H2. It produces magnesium oxide along with H2. Magnesium oxide it produces along with hydrogen gas. So magnesium oxide it produces along with hydrogen gas. I hope you are understanding. Okay. So this magnesium oxide is basic in nature. Okay. So next one, zinc and iron. Zinc and iron react slowly with steam and produces zinc and iron oxides. If zinc is reacting with water, it produces zinc oxide. If iron is reacting with water, it produces iron oxide. Zinc reactor zinc oxide produce ಮಾಡ್ತದ ಅದ್ರ ಕೂಡ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಲಿಬರೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಐರನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಐರನ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಲಿಬರೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಸೊ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, zinc plus H2O, that means zinc is reacting with water. So when zinc is reacting with water, ZnO is coming out along with the bubbles of H2. H2 is in the form of gas, that's hydrogen gas. ZnO is zinc oxide. So iron is reacting with water, it produces iron oxide. Fe is iron along with 4 molecules of H2O. How to balance I have seen, I have told you last class. Fe2O3, iron oxide it is. Fe2O3 is iron oxide and 2 molecules of H2 gas is liberated. So you have to remember all these things. So tell me, Mg reacts with water, that is magnesium reacts with water or steam, it gives white color on heating. That white color indicates it is giving magnesium oxide. The zinc and iron reacts with water, they also give zinc oxide or iron oxide. So these are the things you have to remember along with this. I hope you all understood the concept of calcium metal how reacts with water, magnesium metal how reacts with steam or water, zinc and iron metal how they react with steam or water. So I hope everything is clear till this point. Okay, we'll move to the next concept, that is how the reactions continues. Still we have to see some reactions. These are not in your textbook, but these are there for your syllabus. So these all are there in reference. So please note down whatever written on the board. Please note down. Okay, these all are the extra information which are really helpful in your class 10. Okay, if you learn here perfectly, definitely you can score maximum marks in your class 10. So please note down whatever written on board. Not now, now it is empty. Okay, whenever I write in something on board, so please note down all those things. So next we will go to the, that is chemical properties. Next we will go. Okay, so now these properties are finished. Now we will go how the properties they will come. Okay, I hope all of you are clear with this much of concept, that is still malleability, ductility, properties of metals, properties of non-metals, differences between metals and non-metals. I hope you all are clear till this much. So what will happen along with this is metals, non-metals, properties, differences, why sodium metal is stored in kerosene. You all have to remember all these things. Okay, so next we will go to what concept we will go. We will go to, so reaction of metals with alkali. So reactions of metals with alkali, you should know Reactions of metals with alkali. Okay, that is, I will write the equation 2Al plus 2NaOH. Okay, from the book I am writing 2Al plus 2NaOH. Okay, 2Al plus 2NaOH, and then what is the reactions of metals with alkali? 2Al plus 2NaH plus 2H2O will give you 2NaOH plus 3H2 plus 2H2O will give you 2NaOH plus 3H2. Okay, so this is one reaction, that is reaction of metals with alkali. Another one is displacement reaction. Fe plus CuSO4 is equal to FeSO4 plus Cu. Fe plus CuSO4 is equal to FeSO4 plus Cu. We will call this as displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. And this one is reaction with alkali. Which one? Those all are metals reaction. Okay, reaction with alkali metal. Reaction with alkali. So these two we will learn properly. Okay, I hope you all are clear. So these two we will learn properly. So what will happen? See, reaction with alkali. You should know first what is alkali. Alkali is nothing but what we can say is a base. Okay, see here 2Al plus, I think this is somewhere gone wrong. Let me check it from the book. 2Al plus NaOH, 2Al plus 2NaOH plus 2H2O. But I think they have given wrong here. 2Al plus 2NaOH plus 2H2O. But here if you can see how you should remember, know this, how I am getting this is wrong. See here 2NaOH is there, 2NaOH has come here, but Al 2Al is there, Al is not at all present. As I told you last class, whatever present in this side, that means left hand side, that is reactant side, should be present in right hand side, but it is not here. So let me check. 2Al plus 2NaOH plus 2H2O will give me 2NaAlO2 plus 3H2. 2NaAlO2, I have written it wrong, plus 3H2. So this is the correct form. So you have to understand like this. Always check. There might be some mistakes happens even in textbook or even in while writing by teacher. So you have to always concentrate. Okay. See what happens. 2Al plus 2NaOH plus 2H2O will give me 2NaAlO2 plus 3H2. So alkalis are nothing but the hydroxides. Metal hydroxides are called as alkali. Okay, 2Al, this is NaOH. NaOH is sodium hydroxide. So this is called as alkali. What is called? Alkali. Reactions with alkali metals. Okay, that is reaction with Na we can say. These Na, K. So in periodic table there is one group we can say. Na, K, and it goes like that. Those metals are called as alkali metals. Okay, those metals are called as alkali metals. Okay, those hydroxides are called as alkali. We can say alkali for the hydroxides of those metals. Okay, so here 2Al plus 2NaOH plus 2H2O. So how it is reacting? It is taking NaAlO2. Sodium aluminium oxide. This is sodium aluminium. This is oxide. So aluminium is reacting with sodium hydroxide, which can be alkali metal hydroxide along with water. So what it is producing? Sodium aluminium oxide as well as hydrogen gas is also liberating. Here you can see this liberation symbol is a gas. So hydrogen gas is also liberating. So you should remember this. Hydrogen gas is also liberating. Okay. So this is, we can say, reaction with alkali. Reaction with alkali. Now we'll say displacement reaction. Now we'll see displacement reaction. That is Fe plus CuSO4 is equal to FeSO4 plus Cu, or you can still write Zn plus CuSO4 is equal to ZnSO4 plus Cu. These two are displacement reactions. What we have to say? What is displacement reaction? When most reactive metal displaces least reactive metal. Displaces least reactive metal from its solution. Reactive metal from its solution, then we can say that or then we can say that it is a displacement reaction. Metal solution, it is called as displacement reaction. It is called as displacement reaction. It is called as displacement reaction. See what is happening here. When most reactive metal, we have seen in the reactive series, Fe is most reactive compared to Cu. So Fe is having the highest reactivity. Please check out the reactivity series. You have to note down that reactivity series. Okay, earlier videos it is there. I think in third or fourth video it is there. So please check that reactivity series. Okay, in that reactivity series, Fe is above the Cu. Okay, that means Fe is more reactive than Cu. Iron, Fe means iron. Iron is more reactive than copper. Zinc is more reactive than copper. Now what it does, iron, it displaces Cu. It goes and displaces it and takes the SO4 and it becomes FeSO4. That means Fe displaces copper from its solution. CuSO4 is its solution. So iron displacing the copper from its solution. So it is becoming FeSO4 and Cu is produced there. So this is Cu, that means copper. Okay. Similar thing if you take zinc. Zinc is also most reactive compared to copper. More reactive than copper. So what happens? Zinc also displaces copper from its solution, copper sulfate. Here also copper sulfate. So how we can say, when most reactive metal displaces least reactive metal from its solution, it is called as displacement reaction. There is a displacement is happening. One metal is displacing the other metal. So that we call it as displacement reaction. So these are the chemical properties you should remember. Reaction with air, that is oxygen, reaction with water, reaction with alkali, different metals. Okay, and reaction with what we can say, displacement reaction. These are the reactions you have to remember. Okay, so these are the reactions of metals. We have not still gone to reactions of non-metals. Just still we are seeing the reactions of metals. I hope you all are getting my point. So reaction with alkali means Na, K, these kind of metals are called alkali metals. Okay. So 2Al plus 2NaOH plus 2H2O will give me 2NaAlO2 plus 3H2. That means 2 times sodium aluminium oxide. How to read it? 2 times sodium aluminium oxide along with H2 gas. Hydrogen gas is liberated. Okay, so displacement reaction, if it is asked, write the definition and write any one of this as example. How to read that? How to write it in terms of words? Iron reacts with copper sulfate and iron displaces the copper, as iron is having more reactivity compared to copper. Okay, and it produces iron sulfate and along with copper. So this way you have to write. Same thing with zinc. Zinc reacts with copper sulfate and it displaces the copper from its sulfate solution. So it becomes zinc sulfate. So this way you have to write. So you should know this: when a most reactive metal displaces least reactive metal from its solution, it is called as displacement reaction. Okay, so today what we have seen? We have seen the reactions of alkali. We have seen reaction of some metals with water and reactions with metals reaction with alkali and metals reaction, that is displacement reaction. So we have come across all these concepts. So I hope you have all noted down this, and please understand this, read this and note down all the matters which I have written on the board. These are not available in your textbook, so I am telling you to write down all these things in the on your note, whichever written on the board. Okay, so we'll see the other things in the next class.